Healing emotional wounds, a journey back to the heart. Life has a way of leaving its marks on us. Every trial, loss, and betrayal etches invisible scars onto our souls, shaping who we are and how we view the world. Emotional wounds may not be visible like physical scars, but their weight is undeniable, affecting how we think, act, and connect with others. To truly heal, we must embark on a journey not only of time, but also of deliberate transformation and renewed perspective. Emotional wounds often linger far longer than we expect. They resurface in unexpected moments, catching us off guard. But why do they persist, sometimes even years after the events that caused them? At the core lies the fear of letting go. For many, holding on to pain feels like preserving the significance of what happened. It's as if releasing it would erase its importance or risk making the same mistakes again. Yet, this very fear chains us to the past and prevents us from moving forward. We also tend to seek validation through our pain. It serves as proof that something meaningful occurred, that our feelings are justified. But this need for validation can backfire, anchoring us in memories that hinder our progress. Unresolved emotions, buried rather than processed, also play a significant role. Guilt, anger, and regret can fester when not acknowledged, prolonging the healing process. Amidst these struggles, we find a glimmer of hope by observing the resilience of children. A child's ability to bounce back from emotional hurt is remarkable. Their secret lies in their unyielding presence in the moment. Children don't dwell on the past or worry about the future. Each day is a clean slate, untainted by lingering sadness. They forgive easily and don't harbor resentment. These qualities allow them to heal and find joy in life quickly. Adults often lose this capacity for swift emotional recovery. Our logical minds insist on analyzing every hurt, assigning blame, or seeking explanations. We forget the simplicity and purity of a child's approach. By embracing mindfulness and forgiveness, we can rediscover the same resilience. Living in the present, letting go of grudges, and learning to accept life as it unfolds are powerful tools for healing. Healing begins with acknowledging our pain. Suppressing or avoiding it only deepens the wound. Instead, we must sit with our discomfort, allowing it to surface and be understood without judgment. This openness lays the foundation for recovery. Forgiveness is the next vital step. Contrary to popular belief, forgiveness isn't about condoning wrongdoings, but about freeing ourselves from resentment. By releasing our anger and bitterness, we unshackle ourselves from the chains of the past. Gratitude is another key to transformation. Shifting our focus from what we've lost to what we still have can alter our mindset profoundly. Gratitude doesn't diminish the significance of our pain, but it provides perspective, allowing us to see the beauty that remains. Connection also plays an essential role. Sharing our struggles with trusted friends or a counselor helps lighten our emotional load and reminds us that we are not alone. True healing requires vulnerability. This means being honest about our emotions and accepting support when it's offered. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It is an act of courage that opens the door to deeper connections and personal growth. By nurturing our inner child through creativity, play, and spontaneity, we can rediscover the joy and lightness that make healing possible. Compassion is a powerful ally in this journey. Self-compassion allows us to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding, silencing the harsh inner critic that often exacerbates our pain. Extending compassion to others helps us see their struggles and forgive more easily. When we engage in acts of kindness, we shift our focus outward, creating ripples of positivity that resonate within us. Perspective is everything. Pain, when reframed, becomes a teacher. It reveals our strengths, expands our understanding, and propels us toward growth. By embracing pain as an opportunity for transformation, we uncover hidden resilience and wisdom. Rather than asking, "Why did this happen to me?" we can ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in mindset not only helps us heal, but also empowers us to live with greater intention. Healing is not a one-time event, but a lifelong journey. It demands patience and perseverance. Progress is rarely linear. Setbacks are inevitable. Yet, each small step forward brings us closer to wholeness. The scars we bear become symbols of our strength and reminders of our resilience. When we heal, we lighten the burdens we carry, allowing ourselves to experience peace and joy. Healing also deepens our relationships. By addressing our pain, we become more open, authentic, and capable of forming meaningful connections. This creates a legacy of love and resilience, inspiring those around us to embark on their own healing journeys. Ultimately, healing is about rediscovering our humanity. It's about finding the courage to let go, the wisdom to forgive, and the grace to move forward. As we heal, we come to see that our pain was never a sign of weakness, but a gateway to greater compassion and strength. The journey toward healing is deeply personal, but its impact extends far beyond the individual. When we heal, we create a ripple effect of love and understanding that touches everyone we encounter. Each moment of healing brings us closer to a life filled with meaning, connection, and peace. Let us embrace this journey with open hearts, knowing that every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory worth celebrating. Healing the invisible wounds, a journey to emotional freedom. Life, as we know it, is a tapestry of experiences, both joyous and painful. Scars, whether physical or emotional, are inevitable companions of existence. Over time, physical wounds heal, leaving behind only faint reminders of what once was. However, emotional wounds are a different story altogether. They linger, etched deep into the fabric of our consciousness, often reopening with the slightest trigger, like old scars that never quite heal. But why do we let these wounds fester? Why do we allow them to shape our lives, dictate our choices, and cloud our joy? These questions are both universal and deeply personal, for every one of us has, at some point, felt the sting of loss, betrayal, or regret. Unlike physical pain, which can be soothed with medicine or time, emotional pain requires a different approach. It demands introspection, self-compassion, and, paradoxically, the wisdom of a child's heart. Children, with their untainted innocence, possess a unique resilience to emotional pain. They forgive without hesitation, forget without grudge, and love without condition. As adults, we have much to learn from their way of being. The wisdom of a child's heart. Children, however, operate differently. Have you ever noticed how quickly a child's tears turn to laughter? How a quarrel is forgotten with the promise of a game or a treat? This isn't because children are naive or incapable of deep feelings. Rather, it is because they live in the present moment, unburdened by the weight of past grievances or future anxieties. A child doesn't dwell on why someone hurt them or what they could have done differently. Instead, they instinctively seek comfort, resolution, and connection. A hug from a parent, a kind word, or a distraction is often enough to mend their world. As adults, we complicate this process. We analyze, overthink, and assign meaning to every hurtful event. While reflection is valuable, it can also become a trap, anchoring us to our pain instead of liberating us from it. What if we could channel the simplicity of a child's heart? What if we could approach our emotional wounds with the same openness and willingness to heal? It is not about denying the depth of our pain, but about finding the courage to let go of what no longer serves us. The power of forgiveness and compassion. Forgiveness is often touted as the ultimate act of healing, but it is also one of the hardest. To forgive someone who has wronged us feels, at times, like condoning their actions or invalidating our pain. But true forgiveness is not about the other person. It is about freeing ourselves from the chains of resentment. When we forgive, we reclaim our power. We say to ourselves, I will not let this pain define me. I will not let it control my happiness. Forgiveness is not an act of weakness, but of immense strength. Compassion, too, plays a vital role in this journey. By extending kindness to ourselves and others, we create an environment where healing can flourish. Imagine a world where we approached our own flaws with the same gentleness we would offer a grieving friend. Wouldn't that world be a more forgiving place? Relearning emotional intelligence. As adults, we pride ourselves on our intellectual achievements, our ability to solve complex problems, and our mastery of logic. Yet, in doing so, we often neglect our emotional intelligence, the very quality that allows us to connect, empathize, and heal. Children, with their unfiltered emotions, are often our greatest teachers in this regard. They remind us that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. By embracing our emotions rather than suppressing them, we pave the way for genuine healing. Think of the last time someone truly listened to you, without judgment or distraction. How did it feel? Likely, it was a moment of profound connection. By cultivating such moments, both with ourselves and others, we nurture our emotional well-being. Practical steps to heal. While the philosophy of healing is essential, it must be paired with actionable steps. Here are some practices to guide you on this journey. Acknowledge your pain. The first step to healing is recognition. Allow yourself to feel your emotions without judgment. Seek support. Whether it's through therapy, friends, or family, sharing your burden can lighten it. Practice mindfulness. By grounding yourself in the present, you can break free from the cycle of ruminating over the past. Cultivate gratitude. Focus on the positives in your life, no matter how small. Gratitude has a way of shifting perspectives. Embrace creativity. Art, music, writing, or any form of self-expression can be incredibly therapeutic. Healing as a lifelong journey. It's important to understand that healing is not a destination but a journey. There will be setbacks, moments when the pain feels overwhelming, but these moments are part of the process. Each step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to emotional freedom. Remember, healing does not mean forgetting. It means finding peace with what has been and embracing what is yet to come. Conclusion: a life free from pain's grip. Imagine a life where emotional wounds no longer dictate your choices. A life where you can face challenges with resilience, connect with others authentically, and find joy in the present moment. This life is possible, but it requires us to unlearn old patterns and embrace new ways of being. Let us take inspiration from the wisdom of a child's heart, its openness, its resilience, and its capacity for unconditional love. Let us forgive not because the past deserves it, but because the future needs it. And above all, let us remember that healing is not about erasing the scars, but about wearing them as badges of strength. For every scar tells a story, not of pain, but of survival, growth, and the boundless capacity of the human spirit to overcome. So, as we journey through life, may we find the courage to heal, the wisdom to let go, and the grace to live fully. For in the end, it is not the absence of pain, but the presence of love, compassion, and connection that makes life truly worthwhile.